So take me back then, John, to the days of Ford Anglias and the cars that were being sold when you first joined the company.
The first car I actually sold for Furrows was a left-hand drive V8, and we were getting no cars from Ford in those days before distribution or anything had started. But once we got on the bandwagon, we'd have about 4-5 cars to sell, which would be Ford Prefects, Ford Anglia, and that was it.
Air conditioning never been even heard
of?
No. And roughly how much would a car cost back in those days?
The first car I can remember having £329, and that was the Anglia.
Having a good car is half of the important part, but having a good sales team that can sell those cars is the crucial other element, isn't it?
You've got to get to know your customers. They're out there all the time, but nobody's going to talk to them. Because in those days, we didn't have a chap in its showroom. We went out and got the business in, and then it started to trickle. We had people in from Aberystwyth as far as that.
So you must have been a decent salesman then, is that right?
Well, if somebody walks in here, I would say they want to buy a car.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go down the road, would they?
No.
So go for them.
Well,
What was it that you enjoyed the most about being at this company for all these years then?
Well, it's just the staff within it. And we didn't play around with big bosses and small bosses. You know, it was a team. And I was made sales manager, and that was the strength I went on. You're playing as a team. And there was no real bosses, you know, throwing the weight around, or some young men after I left.
What about the sort of excitement then that the excitement you used to get when you heard that maybe Ford were about to bring out a new model? How far ahead of time would you actually get to know about things like that?
Well, Ford, the policy changed on an announcement of a new car. It was all secret. We'd got them covered up and all those sort of things. And these foreigners, some of the old boys who used to come and see me on a Tuesday, say, "Bennett, we want to have a look at this new one," he said. And they used to have a sneak preview, you know, and they felt so privileged.
Do you wish you were doing the job today, John, or are you glad you did it when you did it?
Well, it's according to how much you enjoy it. I enjoyed all my life here. You know, we had a football team, cricket team, all these things.
Did you play in them?
Yep. And no, it's a very pleasant, very nice company. The whole thing that's changed in my time, and it's a sea change, is that we never stayed in the showroom.
No.
Ken Granger barred us from this. You get out. You go to Montgomery. You go to Welshpool.
Because you had to in those days, didn't you? You didn't have the internet or email or anything like
Nothing
that.
like that. No internet, no email, none of that. I used to go for years. Welshpool on a Monday, Newtown Tuesday, Wednesday Oswestry, and one thing. If you go into a Smithfield, there's hundreds of bloody farmers there. And I always used to wear a yellow scarf. So if I went to the Smithfield, I've seen the little with a yellow scarf.
It worked though. If they remembered you, it worked.
Well, it worked because nobody else had got a yellow scarf on. What I was getting to there is that the whole thing changed. We used to have to go out and get the customers, and then it all changed.
yeah.
Everybody's in the showroom, and that was it.
Yeah.
Why did you join Furrows in the first place then, John?
Well, I hadn't got a job.
But presumably you had choice. Did you? You could have gone somewhere else then, could you?
Well, no, I got nowhere to go to. I hadn't got a job. And it was just because I was working for the village blacksmith. He came round one day with a chap called John Sainsbury selling parts. And Mr. Knight, the blacksmith, said to him, "Have you got a job you can give this young lad?" And he said, "I'll mention it to Colin Bennington." I was sent for an interview with Colin Bennington. Very sharp, abrupt, but he was a good chap to work for.